Chapter 9. Management Education for a Better World.
Danica Purg. On February 1, 2011 we celebrated the 25th anniversary of IED Bled School of Management. 27 years ago, I became president of the first management school in former Yugoslavia. It was in fact the first management school in Central and Eastern Europe. A year later the Hungarian Management Center, IMC, was established. And then 3 years later, the first Russian business school was opened. So, we are really a pioneering institution. We started in a period when it was not possible to use the word management, because it was considered as a technocratic term. So I called the school Center for Educating Leading Workers in the Economy. But I added immediately the English name IED, International Executive Development Center, because the translated Slovene name would look very strange internationally. I made IED immediately an international school concerning language, faculty, and participants. And the people, the leaders of the Chamber of Commerce, who invited me to be the president of the new school, did not realize that I could create something greater than they had imagined. That was a good construction at the beginning, because it offered the means to make a sustainable start. I needed time to find people who were ready to work really hard. In Yugoslavia in that time, in the 80s, we were used to work from 7 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. In a management school, however, you are not working from 7 to 3, but you work all the day. We became the first institution to adopt European working hours. It would go too far here to tell you more about the first years, but I can assure you that those were interesting times. For further discussion, see Mervis, 2011. I see myself as a social entrepreneur. I turned an idea into an opportunity, as entrepreneurs are doing. I invited my employees and we went to Austria by bus to see the Herrnstein Institute and to meet Helga Stadler, former director of a business school, run by the Austrian Chamber of Commerce. Helga was laughing when she realized that they were only women. I can tell her that today we have 40 employees and still 30 of them are women. They are in my view better for this job, they are more enthusiastic, more communicative, and they are ready to do more. In a management school you also have to prepare the chairs, you have to put flowers on the table, you have to bring water, you have to care that a bottle of water is open. All details, but very important. And if one sees how everything is well managed, it helps professors and participants to spend a beautiful time at IED, without being disturbed by annoying issues. When I came to Austria with my staff, we left a lady behind at the school, a famous professor from Oxford, who had to deliver a seminar on time management that day. In that period, it was difficult to prepare the school for a seminar. People were not used to apply for a seminar. They just came and took a seat. So instead of 20 people who applied and for whom we had prepared a small room, 100 people came to listen to Rosemary Stewart, then the biggest expert for time management in Europe. And we were not there to save the situation. And so, the participants were unhappy because about 100 people had to sit in such a small place. This was the first lecture of program management and marketing I got. I sent a book of Rosemary Stewart to everybody to excuse for the situation, but also with a reminder to apply next time. We learned in any case also by ourselves how time management is one of the most important issues in management. It obliges to define priorities. It became later one of my teaching specialties, as part of my passion to look for methods how to develop better managers. I take into account that you are experts in the field of management and leadership, and you are acquainted also with notions such as responsibility and ethics. At IED we are particularly dealing with responsibility, ethics, sustainability, creativity, innovation, reflection or reflexivity, inspiration, meaning of our life and activities, contribution to the future, change in the mindset. According to Henry Mintzberg, receptive mindset, reflecting mindset, catalytic mindset, and so forth. These are the main issues in our seminars and programs. And of course, we talk about a holistic approach and of connectivity with the environment, awareness of yourself and of the world around you. These are the notions that are predominant in our leadership language instead of what Nancy Adler, 2011, calls the dehydrated language of management. And here we are not just following a hype. Already at the end of the 80s I felt that it was very important to introduce ethics in our curriculum. I already realized this need for business ethics from my background in political sciences. I taught ethics and self-management at the Faculty of Organizational Sciences. At our new management school I could not easily find a professor for business ethics at that time, so I invited Bishop Chermak from Maribor, who was known as a humanist with high personal ethical standards. He had a fantastic lecture on the general topic of ethics, but at the end of his lecture a manager in the audience asked him, "What is better, when the company does not have a future, to close down and dismiss people, or to tell the government that the company has only a temporal problem and to ask for some financial support, knowing that this is only delaying closing it for 1 or 2 years?" The last case was a reality in that time,